and welcome back to another value-adding episode of Pannu's Quilling podcast, the podcast for all handmade businesses. Today I'm going to ask you first a question, and the question is, have you ever thought of switching your hobby, your handmade hobby, into handmade business? If your answer is yes, then this podcast is for you. So, I'll be sharing you my experience of how I started, then how I got my first orders, then how I decided to price the product, and then I decided to have it a full-time business. So, let's move ahead. So how I started, basically when I was going to office, in my office one of my colleague was wearing a beautiful earring which was matching to her dress, and being a lady, I was really attracted at her earring, and I used to look at her earring that ये तो matching लग रहा है. So once one of my other colleague, she told me that she is making such earring using quilling, and this is the way I talked to her, and I asked her that from where you bought. So she said, I make these quilling earrings, and usually I make 2 3 matching on my dresses, and that's it. So I was very much impressed, and I was yeah, I was impressed by her design and the way she was carrying her. So I noticed that it is quite lightweight, and it was matching to her outfit. So I just checked the artwork on Google and on YouTube, and then I thought of trying those. But before that, I obviously I went many tutorials, and I saw that it is quite simple and easy to make. So why not to give it a try? So one Saturday, what happened is, I went to a stationery for something else, and there I saw that quilling strips and a needle, a set of quilling strip and a needle. So I bought that, and it was around, like, total. It was around for 50 rupees, 30 rupees was quilling strips, and then 10 rupees was needle, and another 10 rupees was for fevicol. So I bought it, and next day was Sunday, and in afternoon I decided at least to give it 1 hour and let me try the shapes and everything. And I was just thinking, and I was going through the tutorials which people have already shared on Google. So I on that Sunday I made uh, 10 earrings, around 10 different shapes and earrings, and my husband, when he woke up, he was really surprised, and he thought that, wow, this is really unique, and I never knew that you can do this kind of stuff. So I told him, no, I saw such things in my office one colleague was wearing, and I went through all the tutorials and blogs on YouTube and Google, and then I tried these things. So he was very happy, and the material, like, it was nothing. Material cost was nothing. So I thought that I should make 4 to 5 pair for my dresses, and I should start wearing them. So I made such 2 to 3 pairs matching on my Punjabi dress, and I was wearing continuously in my office. So while traveling in train and while I was in office, many people noticed that ये तो लाइक काफ़ी अलग है, ये बहुत अलग लग रहा है. So they approached me, and in even while traveling in train, 2 3 people approached me, and they said that this is quite nice, like we have never saw we never we have not never seen such type of artwork. So I told them that I make this, and I'm just trying it on my own dresses. So till that point it was okay. Then after few days, one of my friend who was staying in my colony, she said that, why don't you give me some bulk set of earrings, maybe it is a jhumki or some other design, so that she will take those, and she will show that designs to her friends, and देखते हैं कि they will if they like they can purchase, नहीं तो they can give you order, because मार्केट में ऐसे कहीं पे भी नहीं मिलेंगे एंड मैचिंग ड्रेसेस पे तो नहीं मिलेंगे. So give it a try. So I took that challenge and I made around 20 or to 30 pairs of different design, and I gave her with the pricing and all. And it was a shocking, like it was a surprise, you can say. She sold all of them, and plus she gave me some other orders, जो उसके friends को उनके साड़ी और ड्रेसेस पे चाहिए थे, and basically that was chungi's, which I did for the first time, and I gave her, and price was also quite low. Now here what happened, I was worried about that price is low, and so people are taking it, and my raw material price was also like included in it, plus I was giving it more effort, but I didn't knew that how to price the product. And there I thought I should like include my effort, my labor charges, but I didn't knew how to do that. So this was going on. Some orders from my own office, some of my colleagues to their younger ones or their sisters and everything. I started getting many orders, and I used to love that to do a late night. Even next day was office. I used to work on it late nights, and I used to complete the orders till Friday. And Friday was the day when I used to give those orders to them. So this was an overall story. And what happened after few months, I was 2 months pregnant, and I was not able to travel so much, because it was around 1.5 hour commute, and it was difficult in these rush hours to travel in this condition. And because of this also I was not able to concentrate on quilling. So what we decided that I will leave the job, I will quit the job, and I will turn this hobby into business. Now here, why we thought this, because it was giving us some value, some income sort of thing. And because now here the main point is, because my husband is working, and we were not like having he was having a static job, and that was the reason that if I leave, then there is no problem. And because in business you need money and you need time, so his static income was already there. So we thought of taking this chance, and I will also take care of my health. There is no need to travel such a long distance, and then come home and do the stuffs. So I had a thought on this, and I left the job, and this made me to work more and more on quilling. And here was my turning point, कि मैंने वो business के लिए try किया. And I really loved that, and because of that I went more in depth in art of quilling. And this was my full-time work when I was home, and I explored so many things. And at that moment I didn't open I had only my Facebook account. There was no other social media account which I had, but I used to search a lot, I used to read a lot on YouTube, on Google and everything. But I started with earrings first, and you can, if you have checked out my page already, then you can see I have done lot of design, different design. I've customized the design. And here when I was pregnant, and while in the pregnancy I really enjoy the art of quilling, and I went into depth in this art of quilling. So this was my experience, and this was a point when I turned it into full-time business. And recently, and like I'm currently recording this in April 2020, so you can check out my other artworks on my or Insta handle and Facebook handle. I'm always available there. So if you have any sort of questions, you can just DM me. I'll be available for you. I will answer you, and even I will be more happy to check out your artwork. If you are a quilling artist, and if you are any other handmade artist, we will get into contact via these social media handles. So please check out my handle, and if you feel like I got some value from my video or my podcast, then please subscribe to my channel, that is Pannu's Quilling Point, and subscribe to this channel. Also leave a comment if you want to say something, if you want to suggest something, and you can also check out my Insta and Facebook handles as well. And if you like this podcast, then do hit like, and also let me know in the comments how you like what you did, like what you have, do you have any other experience or on this topic. So I would like to end this podcast now. Thank you for listening to me, and thank you for stopping at my podcast. Thank you so much.